Matthew, Mark, and John teach the Trinity. Paul taught the Trinity. Peter taught the Trinity.
In Acts 2:22, here is Peter speaking to an audience of Jews, and many of them were antagonistic. And notice what Peter said. Men of Israel, listen to these words. Jesus the Nazarene, a man, now get this, a man attested to you by God. Do you see? Up until then it was attested to us, we saw, we heard. Now he's throwing it back on their lap and said attested to you and to you and to you by God with miracles, wonders, and signs which could be confirmed by the five senses. Now notice what he says. Which God performed through him in your midst, just as you yourselves know.
Acts 10, verse 34. Then Peter opened his mouth and said, Of a truth, I perceive that God is no respecter of persons. But in every nation he that feareth him and worketh righteousness is accepted with him. And the word which God sent unto the children of Israel, preaching peace by Jesus Christ. Now if you look, he is Lord of all. Of course I agree with that statement, but it's in parentheses here, which means it is a later addition. It may not have been written by the author of the book. Verse 37, That word I say, ye know, which was published throughout all Judea, and began from Galilee after the baptism which John preached, how God anointed Jesus of Nazareth with the Holy Ghost and with power, who went about doing good and healing all that were oppressed of the devil, for God was with him. Now you look at verse 38 here. I want you to think about a Trinity. I want you to think about a deity of Christ. And I want you to see quite clearly that Peter didn't believe in either one of those doctrines. Peter's very clear. God anointed Jesus of Nazareth with the Holy Ghost and with power, who went about doing good and healing all that were oppressed of the devil, for God was with him. Not for he was God. That's not what it says. It says, for God was with him.